Yo, what's going on, people? I'm Jay,
And I'm Mike.
and this is going to be our review for Chip's new EP, Believe and Achieve, episode 1.
Yep.
Alright, so I guess let's start with like our overall feelings, and then we might go into each track and talk about like how we feel about the individual tracks. But yeah, what did you think of it?
I love it, innit? Obviously. I like it a lot. I'm a big Chip fan. It's been a long time. Like, he hasn't dropped a project since London Boy.
That was ages ago,
which
wasn't
was
it?
like 2 years ago or something. So
Yeah.
it's been a long time. He came back out of nowhere with the Fire in the Booth and with I'm Fine song and just heating up the streets with the clashing and that. And everyone's just been gassed up and waiting for this, really, innit?
Yeah.
The way he's come back, it got everyone gassed up, and I think he delivered personally. What about you?
Yeah, well, I really liked it as well. Like,
Okay, we agree finally. Finally agreed.
Because I'm a fan of Chip as well.
We're both fans.
And like, I don't know. I expected the EP to be good, and it delivered.
Yeah.
Like, all the songs were like, they were great songs.
No skippers, just solid songs.
Some songs I like more than others.
Yeah,
but
obviously.
I can tell that Chip still knows how to make a good song, and he hasn't lost that. And he knows how to like make a verse and a chorus and all that shit, and not just make like all the bullshit that's coming out these days. So yeah,
and he can still spit.
And he can he spat on every single
track.
song. There was no song that I was like, you know what are you doing, Chip? Like, he was spitting on every single song. It seemed like a personal project as well.
That's one thing that stuck out for me throughout the whole EP. Like,
some
just
songs
really,
were very personal.
really personal. Like, I think this is the most transparent he's ever been.
Yeah,
like.
he seems very vulnerable on this.
Yeah.
And it was interesting to see his take on like what's going on now, basically.
Yeah.
We want to know what's up with Chip and what he's doing now. And this EP, like, it really tells the story.
Yeah, it just tells us everything. There's
no
no more, like, everyone that was putting up the questions and the rumours, and we was all
doing like 10-minute vids on YouTube, like talking about stuff, like saying the conspiracies of why he's not talking to Tiny's Emperor. And all this
exactly. And he's obviously just told us all everything on the EP.
Yeah.
So track by track, because we might as well, because it's only 6 tracks, we could just go into each track. First track was Where Are You?
I like how the
title,
the title plays on
Where
Who Are You? Like, no, it's Where Are You, because he's come so far in it. Like, and I feel like he was shedding some light on his situation and stuff like that. He spat well. He knew what he wanted to say. Beat was hard. I like the piano riffs and all that sort of shit. It sounded very musical. It was a good intro, like loads of bars that were of quality, and he's actually talking about something. So I like that track.
And then next was
School of Grime.
And it just it kind of flows like Where Are You, and then School of Grime, like this is where I've come from.
Because it's like Who Are You was a grime song, and now is Where Are You is talking about where he is and how he wants to like where he wants to move, and we can see that he wants to get back into the grime scene and shit like that. So for him to have a grime song straight after that was great placement. But what did you think of the song?
It's up there for me. I love that song. Like, it's up there for me. I'm a grime fan, innit? Like, so hearing Chip spit on that with DWE who went in and Jamal who went in, it just gassed me. And Chip's chorus, the way he flipped DWE's sing along. Okay,
so you knew about those bars. I didn't know if you knew about those bars. I was like, maybe that's a bit before Mike's time.
No, come on, fam.
I didn't know that you would see what I'm going. But the first time I listened to it, I liked the chorus and I liked Chip's verse, but I didn't really care for the features. And then when I listened to it on the EP, it was the same, but then I kind of warmed to the features a little bit more. And then when I listened to it, I think I listened to it twice more. So like when I listened to it twice more, like how I'm feeling now is I like the song. I like the features. I feel like they brought what they needed to the table. So it did take repeat listens for me to get there. But I do like the song. I like the beat. I like what it's about, and I like the features. So
a lot of people have, not a lot of people, but I've seen haters criticize that beat, saying, what grime song uses 808s, blah blah blah. What do you think about that comment?
grime has changed. Grime incorporates loads of like trap flavors these days. Like when I hear grime songs, those are the grime songs that I naturally would like, because I'm not really like I'm not a big fan of grime. So when it's like melded with the hip hop and stuff, I'm more into it because I already like that sort of shit. So when you bring it together, I'm more ready to listen to the grime. So it works for me. So if he's trying to, I think that he's trying to bridge the gap basically, because he's got his old pop fans and stuff that are probably listening to rap and stuff, and they know him from Transition, and like they don't really know about his grime stuff. So he would need to meld those two cultures together, and I think he done it quite well there. And I think it really is more overtly grime than anything else. So for people to say that what grime song uses a trap thing, that's just people hating, innit? You're not gonna please everyone, so don't even try.
Look, trust me. Next track was Feeling Myself. Ooh, I like that one. Just the way it jumps, the way the beat kicks off, and it's just such a different vibe compared to the rest of it. You know, like the intro is sick, and it's kind of like a slow build up. And then School of Grimes hits you, and then like that's like grime, and then Feeling Myself is just like this next. What would you call that? What genre would you call that in beat? Like
I would say that is pop. That is UK rap pop. Like when you hear like them rock and roll drums and shit, like that is what works great for UK rap over here. Like that. Definitely tears up the mainstream and shit like that. So I'd just say it's a pop track. With the big names that they got in it as well, I can see that doing very well commercially. The only thing that I didn't like about it is there was no real chorus. I need choruses on my songs. If there's not a chorus, I can't take 3 verses. Like with the first song, there was no chorus, but it was just like a freestyle. I can get into that.
And there was a little break though with the sample.
But like
with this, it's literally 3 verses.
Loads of bars.
I like that.
I understand why people would like it, and those are 3 guys that are top of their craft. They're great rappers. They got these bars, so I can understand you just want to hear them barring. But me personally, I can't call that a great song because it doesn't have a chorus.
Okay, who would you say went in the most on that song?
I don't know, because at first when I listened to it, I didn't really like. All I was listening for was Chip, and like the rest, like Kano and Wretch didn't really appeal to me the first time I listened to it. And then the second time I listened to it, I don't even think I took everything in as like I wasn't as attentive in it. And then the third time, I still don't think I was that attentive that time. So I can't really give you an honest opinion on who went in the most, to be honest. But I just feel like everyone brought something to the table.
I think personally, when I first listened to it, I thought Chip went in the most.
I guess I can agree with that.
But it's I don't even know if I can choose Chip now, because it's every time I listen to it again, I'm just like, can you do that? Did Rich say that? And it's just like, wow, like it's hard. It's a hard one. They all went in though, and that's what I like, when no one's letting down the beat. Like when there's a sick beat and we're all big names, they all went in, and like everyone can have their own favourite.
Next track, Holding That, featuring Maverick Sabre. Yeah, it was a good song. I like the big chorus from Maverick Sabre. Sabre. What the fuck is his name? Sabre.
It's spelled S-A-B-R-E.
Okay, Sabre. Okay.
Maverick Sabre. I swear you say it Sabre.
I don't know, but
Mav.
Yeah. I think it was a good song. I think this was one of the personal songs as well. He was really digging deep on this one. He came with those bars. Maverick let me just call him Mav. Mav had a great chorus that inflicted those emotions. We rate you, Maverick Sabre.
You're hard, but
it's a bit hard, isn't it? Like he had that big chorus that impacted those emotions and whatnot. And I was feeling that track.
Yeah, me as well. It's a really solid track. Like, I can't really say much from what Jay said. It's very personal. I like when he goes into personal and people can pick out lyrics what they can relate to. I think that's when one of the songs when he said something about black and white world and true colour still showing and stuff like that. And very deep track. Like, gotta listen to it.
Make It Home.
Make It Home. That's my favourite.
Yeah, of the whole EP.
Yeah.
I don't even know if
I had to
thought of a favourite song yet, you know.
If I had to pick one, I'd say this one.
But when we just listened to it, I was like, yeah, that was quite a good song still.
Yeah, man. It has the same kind of vibe that the Maverick one has, like the
Definitely.
honesty about it and having the powerful hook. No, but it doesn't even have a powerful hook. The powerful hook, like, it's kind of like a background singing, and then
the guy did get to sing a little bit at the end.
And I liked how that built up.
Yeah, I hear what you're saying. I did enjoy that as well. And I liked what he was talking about and how he was delivering it as well. It was very insightful and interesting. And it comes perfect with the EP. It's just before the last track, and it's called "Make It Home." Yeah,
and it's all about the whole journey and coming back home and like, shit. Anyway, I'm not biased.
What about I'm Fine?
So that's like the banger of the EP. Like, even though "Make It Home" is my favorite track, that's like if you say what's the hit song on this.
You think that's the hit song instead of Feeling Myself?
Feeling Myself is the more commercial song. It's the most commercial. But the hit song that we're going to remember.
Bro, a hit song is a commercial song. Isn't that what you mean?
No,
like,
but I
charts, that's a hit. That's how you measure a hit. If you want to say the street hit,
the street hit is I'm Fine then. Yeah.
Okay. Sorry about that, guys. The recording stopped. But yeah, so where was we?
As I was saying,
it was like it's the banger basically. Yeah, that's better terminology.
Yeah, it's a banger.
So what did you think of the verses?
Yeah, when I first listened to it, I liked Chip's verse, I liked Stormzy's verse, but I thought Shallow's was like, man.
That's how it felt the first time I heard it.
But listening to it again, like over and over again, I like Shallow now. Like, I've always liked him, but I like his verse now. Like, he went in.
It's the same with me. Like, when I listened to it the first time, I felt like how you did.
Yeah.
But on like repeat listens, I more appreciated what everyone brought to the track, and I was like, everyone done what they needed to do. Sure. I feel like when I listen to something, like when there's some new music and I listen to it once, sometimes I think it's like meh. But then when I listen to it again and again and give it repeat listens, like, I appreciate it much more. I don't know if it's just music that we need to do that with to like understand the concept, the message, everything much better.
That's interesting because I was watching a Charlemagne vlog thing, and he was basically saying how like us of this new generation, we just listen to music and then what's next?
Yeah.
And like back in those days, they had to listen to it and like you proper listen to an album for a month until the next one came out.
You proper consume it and give it time to digest.
I think it's a new thing. Like, we're listening to music too quick and we're too eager to go to the next thing.
So do you think it's needed? Like, music needs
repeat listens. Like, that's why it's made for. Like, it wasn't made to be like this. The internet's effed it up.
That's why everyone wants timeless records.
Yeah, man.
So you can keep on listening to it. Because like, you just appreciate it so much more when you listen to something more than once.
Yeah, that happens to anything really. Just anything that you listen to.
But, let's get to the rating then. What do you give it out of 10? Chips EP, Believe and Achieve. What does that get from you? Episode 1.
Judging that as an EP, I'd say that's an 8 or 9, so it's like
an 8 or 9.
Yeah,
9. Like what do you say? What is a 9 though? Like that's amazing, isn't it?
Yeah, I think it's amazing.
Okay. No, you have to pick a number. You can't pick 8 or 9. You have to pick one. So
man's gonna just say 9 in it. I'm diving in. I'm gonna stick. I'm saying 9.
See, 8 I would have been like, cool, I'm jumping on board. 9, I can't do that. Okay. I can't do that. I'm gonna give it an 8.
So 8.5.
I don't know what it rounds up to. 8, 9. It might be 8.5, but like, there you go. It's on the screen now. I enjoyed it. I thought it was a great EP. It was quality. All the songs were good, but I don't think it's a 9. I don't know what a 9 is to me. I don't even know what that is yet. Like, I just can't be flinging 9s out there. No, I won't right about now. If it was an album and all the tracks were on the same level, then maybe it would get a 9. But maybe it's just because it's an EP and there's only like 6 tracks on there. That's why I'm trying to judge
it as an EP.
Yeah, but still,
if I gave an album score, obviously it'll be lower because it's only 6 tracks. But because it's an EP, I say that's a 9.
But I feel it's it's not as difficult to make all your songs great if it's an EP. Because you have to make 6 great songs. If you're doing a full length album, you have to make 12 great songs. Yeah. So if it was on an album, there might have been these 6 great songs and then loads of other fillers, and then what would you give it? You give it like a 7 or something. So given the short length of it and the great quality of it, I'm gonna stick by my guns and give it an 8.
Any negatives that we could say about the EP, because it's all been kind of positive really? Because I was trying to think about that, so I wasn't like being biased, and I think the only 2 things I could think of would be one, that it's too short, but obviously
it's an EP. No, it is too short for not releasing music in 2 fucking years. That is no.
But he's given us 2 EPs this year.
I guess London Boy was like 25 tracks or something. So
it weren't 20.
How much was it?
I think it was in its 20s, but I don't.
I think it was a lot of tracks.
So I think it was.
I think there was a lot of tracks on there, but this is 2 years, man. This is 2. You can't go away for 2 years. Give man 6 tracks and think man's like not gonna be hungry, fam.
But
like, we
want
more.
Don't you think he wanted to do that to us? You know,
I guess so. That's why he broke it up.
You know, like when you're with a girl, and then like you have a bit of foreplay, and then you just don't, and then you don't.
Yeah, she goes crazy, innit?
Yeah. So obviously that's what he done to the fans. Like that's what he done to our ears. Like he just gave us these 6 tracks, and like
it was like a little teaser.
Yeah, it was just a tease. Now we have to wait for the other 6, and then
I guess it was a good marketing thing, but I would say that is the bad point. I guess.
Yeah,
that's the main bad point for me.
And the other thing I could say,
we just want more. It's not that much of a bad point because it's not like we're saying keep the rest. Like we want more, so it's a good bad point to have.
Yeah, and the other thing I would say that I could have done with like probably more grime.
I'm fine on that fact.
Because I'm gassed off grime right now.
I'm fine.
So happy that Chip's back on the grime thing, and like I can't wait for this next EP. So yeah, check it out. It's good.
Yeah, thanks for watching. Like and subscribe. Check out the videos below. Some of our other reviews are there, and we'll see you next time.
Peace.